A blind piano player, wrestler, long-distance runner, and a creative spirit whose talents have taken her to the stage and into galleries and exhibitions across the U.S. are here to tell their story of their unique and incredible journey together. Welcome to the Nancy and Mike Show. Nancy and Mike will engage you with some of the most unimaginable and heartwarming stories of their extraordinary life. So please welcome your hosts, Nancy and Mike.
Hi, my name is Mike Zorick.
And this is Nancy Noble.
We are coming to you live, broadcasting from YouTube
In
in
Florida.
Florida.
Yay.
This is a Nancy and Mike show, God inspired.
Thank you.
Today's date is the dreaded day of October 25th, 1925.
We're getting through October.
And you say, okay, the good news is this is the last show in October.
Yes.
The bad news is we got another whole damn week to go this month.
Oh.
And anyway, this is my blood pressure medicine acting up.
Mike is taking blood pressure medicine, and the side effects is coughing.
And it's a dry cough. So
it's coughing. It's not sickness. It's just the pills.
I sometimes I feel like I'm going to throw up.
Aww.
But there's nothing to throw up because it's so dry.
Right. Okay.
So anyway.
Uh-huh.
Now, what kind of week did I have last week? I was really sick all week.
Yep.
I had a bad headache. I don't know if I went out all week last week.
No, I don't have to do your clothes in the laundry today.
So anyway, but I had some baseball to listen to.
That was a surprise last night.
I did have the Toronto-Seattle series.
Yes.
Where Seattle was ahead 3-2. And I'm going to comment on that because I was thinking about this last night.
Okay.
Now, this schedule they have.
Seattle?
Not Seattle. The playoff schedule.
Oh, okay.
You got on one side of the bracket, I'm talking about the American League. And the National League, it doesn't make any difference. But on one side of the bracket, you have number 1, Toronto.
Okay.
Number 4, New York, Yankees.
Right.
Number 5, Boston. So what is that? Now, we all know this if you're into baseball. And even if you're not into baseball, I'm going to tell you. These 3 teams I mentioned, the 1, 4, 5,
right,
are all from the American League East, which is head and shoulders above every other division.
Got it.
Now, and I was talking to Nancy about this on September 28th, the last day of the season, as it related to the Red Sox. Now, the season ended on the 28th, and Boston clinched on the 27th. But on the 27th, Boston was the number 5 seed. So that means They go to New York, and if they survive that, they go to Toronto. Nobody wants that. Now, how do you solve this problem? I'm going to tell you how to solve a problem like this until they do something about it.
What?
Once you clinch a playoff spot, especially the day before the last day, what do? You, on Sunday, the 28th, you don't play any of your regulars.
Okay.
Why don't you? You know?
Because you want to lose?
Yes. Bingo. Now,
So Boston would play New York Yankees, but they wanted to lose that game on Sunday.
no, Boston would be away from the New York Yankees. They would be in the bracket where they would be number 6. They would play Cleveland. Detroit would move up to number 5. Detroit would play the Yankees.
Oh, okay.
And then if Boston had lost that game
Cleveland.
against Detroit on the last day of the season, Cleveland's number 3, Boston's number 6, Seattle's number 2. So Boston doesn't have to worry about an American League East team until it reaches the finals. Now, here's the deal with Boston. They beat Cleveland 4 games out of 6. 2-1 in Cleveland, 2-1 in Boston. So let's assume Boston beats Cleveland. Detroit beat Cleveland, so it didn't matter who Cleveland played. Now, Seattle got the enviable position that whoever you were for, you would want that for yourself. So,
I got the best bracket, Seattle.
yes.
Okay.
And what this bracket did for them, it gave them false hopes.
Ah,
Now,
because they didn't have to go against the East.
they did not. Nope. The East killed itself. The Yankees, the Red Sox, Toronto, they all killed each other. They were all on the same side of the bracket, which is the stupidest kind of BS you could ever have. Now,
You see the whole picture because you love brackets.
I see the whole picture because I think if I was the manager for Boston, they would have lost that game with Detroit. And they would have been in the 6th position. The 6th position is always a better position than either 4 or 5. Now, what killed this? Look at the National League. Who was 4 or 5 in the National League? It was the Cubs and San Diego. Those 2 teams practically killed each other.
Yep,
All right?
I know.
That 4 or 5 is never good.
Right.
It's much better to be 3-6.
And who is 3-6?
3-6 was the Dodgers and Cincinnati.
Oh, Cincinnati, huh?
But the Dodgers never lose to
Yeah,
Cincinnati.
so there was, it didn't matter what place they
So
were.
it was a walkover for the Dodgers.
Okay, got it. All right.
So, but I don't know what's wrong with Alex Cora. Why he didn't figure that out.
I know. I always looked at him as pretty smart.
He is. He's not a dumb manager.
Right.
I will say that. But why didn't he see this? This thing went right by him.
Yep.
And here's the other thing about this scenario. In the head-to-head competition, when Boston and Seattle played, Boston won 2 out of 3 games in Seattle.
Wow. That's pretty good.
So if you consider that,
Uh-huh.
you beat Cleveland, you beat Seattle, and now you're on your way to Toronto for the American League Championship.
Toronto's hard, though.
Yeah, Toronto's hard, but would you rather go out in the round of 16 or would you rather go out in the round of 4?
Yeah,
All right.
4 is better.
This is now Seattle, they got so close because they got the pick of the litter for the bracket. They got the best bracket you could have. And they got so close to making it. They almost made it. They were like 7 outs away from making it. And if they were in the 4-5 bracket, they would have been out the first 2 or 3 days of the playoffs.
Yep.
All right.
So they got
So
false hopes.
they got false hopes.
Mhm.
And when they finally got eliminated, here's what they said. All this is for nothing.
Yeah, they got crushed.
They were so down on themselves.
Oof.
And
It's painful.
I could see why they would say that.
Yeah, I know.
And they just said, all this is for nothing. Now, what does all this mean?
All the manipulating and everything.
They went out 2 years in a row and they stole Eugenio Suarez.
Okay.
He's a third baseman for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Now, Arizona has made a decision that they no longer want him because he's a free agent.
Oh, because they can't trust him, huh?
They can't sign him. They got no chance of
Oh,
re-signing
yeah.
him.
And how about a Rosarina? I hope he
Rose
can-
Arena happened the previous year.
Yeah, I was sad to see him leave
And
because,
one year, they're out stripping Arizona.
yeah.
And
see
you
that
know what
face?
Arizona's going to do now?
Dump everybody.
They're going to tank.
I know. Yeah, it's painful to do that, and then you see it was all for nothing. When you go against your own conscience.
And I'm glad that Seattle lost. And here's the other part of the equation. The last week of September 26, 27, 28, the Dodgers went to Seattle. It was a meaningless game, meaningless series, because both teams had their divisions
They were
clinched.
in. Yeah, okay.
Well, the Dodgers blew them out 3 straight.
Woo.
There were 3 blowouts.
So they shouldn't have had their hopes up.
So they should know if they get the Dodgers, they're going to get
creamed.
their heads handed to them.
Yep.
So,
Okay, we'll be right back. This is the Nancy and Mike Show. Stay tuned.
Mike Zorick, a 3-time California state champion in Greco-Roman wrestling at 114 pounds. Mike, blind since birth, was born in Hartford, Connecticut. He was a 6-time national placer, including 2 seconds, 2 thirds, and 2 fourths. He also won the Veterans Folk-Style Wrestling twice at 152 pounds. In all these tournaments, he was the only blind competitor. Nancy Zorick, a creative spirit whose talents have taken her to the stage and into galleries and exhibitions in several states. Her father, a commercial artist who shared his instruments with his daughter and helped her fine-tune her natural abilities, influenced her decision to follow in his footsteps. Ms. Zorick has enjoyed a fruitful career doing what she loves. Listen Saturday mornings at 12 Eastern for the Nancy and Mike Show for heartwarming stories and interesting talk.
Are you struggling to care for elderly parents or a spouse? Do you wonder if being a caregiver is making you sick? Are you worried about taking time off work to care for elderly parents and balance work, life, and caregiving? Has caregiving become exhausting and emotionally draining? Are you an aging adult who wants to remain independent, but you're not sure how? I'm Pamela D. Wilson. Join me for the Caring Generation radio show for caregivers and aging adults, Wednesday evenings, 6 Pacific, 7 Mountain, 8 Central, and 9 Eastern, where I answer these questions and share tips for managing stress, family relationships, health, well-being, and more. Podcasts and transcripts of the Caring Generation are on my website, PamelaDWilson.com, plus my caregiving library, online caregiver support programs, and programs for corporations interested in supporting working caregivers. Help, hope, and support for caregivers is here on the Caring Generation and PamelaDWilson.com.
Hey, hi, this is Nancy Noble.
We are coming to you live from YouTube
This is an
in
Nancy and Mike
Florida.
show. Yay.
And anyway, I wonder if I fell asleep or not because I wasn't ready when you spoke up.
Well, I saw the picture. I didn't hear the voice, but I saw the picture.
Well,
So it's nothing with you doing anything wrong.
that's good to know.
Yeah.
But anyway, I was talking, and like I said last week,
Huh?
we've been doing these radio shows since 2018. And I've been talking about these 3-6 versus 4-5 for years and years
You're familiar.
and years. And you do not want to be on the 4-5 side. And this is the worst 4-5 side that I have ever seen.
Whoa.
Since they've been doing these playoff formulas.
Right? Okay.
Now, why didn't the Red Sox lose on purpose? Now, maybe they would have beat Cleveland. Maybe they wouldn't. But they would have been in the right position so that whether they got by Cleveland or not, they'd feel more optimistic.
Yeah.
The Yankees blew them away.
Yeah.
And then the Yankees got blown away by Toronto. So if you look at that from its true value, the Red Sox looked like garbage.
Yeah. And that's not encouraging for the team.
When if I go to a wrestling tournament and I lose my first match, and I've had this experience, it's
I'm sure.
terrible.
Yeah.
You lose your first match, and the guy who beat you gets flacked in the next round.
Oh, that's painful.
I mean,
Yeah.
I have experienced
Yeah.
that, and I could tell you, it is painful as all hell.
Yeah.
There's no way to justify
No.
or excuse the pain that creates. You lose, and then the guy who beats you gets flacked.
Yeah.
Where does that leave you? Now, we know positively that the two of the three best teams in the playoffs were Toronto and New York. They had the same record. They both had better records than Seattle. And they should have played in the finals. When they first started these playoffs, one of the things they did was try to keep division rivals away from each other.
Well, that sounds good.
That's much better. So if you got 3 teams from a division,
Hmm.
well, in the first place, Toronto's number 1. Here's how you would seed them. Toronto's number 1, so they get a bye.
Okay.
Number 2 is Seattle. They would get a bye.
Okay.
So 3 versus 6. Boston against Cleveland. Detroit against New York. So, and that threesome
Yeah, that's
with the 2
logical.
byes, you don't have any divisional series played against each other.
Yes.
And I don't know why they changed it. But they did the game a big disservice when they did. When you got the 3 best teams on one side of the bracket out of 6, it's no good for the sport, and you're never going to get a good final.
Right?
Let's say the Yankees beat Detroit. The Yankees play Toronto in the finals. Well, the Yankees don't beat Toronto. Neither does Boston.
Right?
So you'd have a much better situation. Now, the Dodgers, they were in the 3-6. And their pitching looked unhittable.
Right?
Because Cincinnati never beats the Dodgers. Philadelphia never beats the Dodgers. Now, let me tell you what has happened with the Phillies.
Okay.
They're my team.
I know. You like the
Now,
Phillies.
you know this.
Yeah.
And I made a statement many, many, many times since 2019 that the Phillies will never be competitive. They will never be a contender as long as Bryce Harper's there. I'm not against Bryce Harper.
No, I know, but it's such a big salary. They
It's a
can't get
big
rid of.
salary. They can't get rid of him. Well, here's what I saw from Dave Dombrowski the other day. He's got Castellanos, who's an outfielder. He's not going to try to sign him. He's got Kyle Schwarber, who was a DH.
Their best hitter.
That guy is off the boards.
Oh, that's painful.
Then he's got this left-handed pitcher. What's his name? Ranger Suarez.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably their best pitcher. Wheeler's probably going to have to retire. He got a serious injury. And this is what I saw on the baseball channel the other day. Well, they lost Realmuto, who's their catcher. They lost Schwarber.
Oh,
They lost Castellanos. They lost
the left-hander.
Suarez, the left-hander. And that is going to be great for the Mets.
Yeah.
And the Braves.
That's not good.
That is terrible. Absolutely terrible. This is
good for baseball.
This is hitting a team when it's down. Now we know there's no way in hell they're going to sign. I would want to sign Suarez because Philadelphia does have good starting pitching, and try to work up their offense through trades or free agency, but try to keep this one pitcher. You're going to lose Suarez. You're going to lose Schwarber, and you're going to lose Realmuto.
Yeah, that's no good.
Now,
What?
One of the rumors is that the Red Sox signed Schwarber.
Well,
Well, what does that mean?
I don't know.
The Red Sox don't have a designated hitter.
Oh, yeah. He would be a good designated hitter.
So if they signed him, would that help him? The Red
Would it
Sox,
help him or them?
them,
Oh, probably help them.
it would help him too. Would it help them if they sign Realmuto? The Red Sox don't have any catching.
They need a catcher.
What the Phillies are dumping, the Red Sox don't have.
Mhm.
But I still don't like it. And so anyway, that's where we are with all this stuff.
Yeah.
I don't watch the baseball channel that much
No, I know.
because I don't want to hear about old games that I'm not interested in.
Right? Okay.
So anyway,
Yep.
that's the story of that. Now my health. This whole week I had nasty headache.
But I think this antibiotic we just got, I think it is helping.
It's
You don't have
pills,
fever.
fever,
Yeah. He was sick.
and I woke up this morning, my right shoulder's not hurting. That thing has been hurting me since last October. And the doctors don't know what it is.
The chiropractor couldn't figure it out.
No.
I know. Well, I'm glad it's stopped hurting. Thank you, God.
So that's where we're at with this.
Yep.
I am getting better. Wednesday, I have to go in to be tested.
Yeah,
For
they want to stick a camera up in his bladder to see if they made sure they got all the cancer tumor out and make sure nothing else is starting in there. So we're hoping that everything will have a good report.
So anyway, I'm okay with that.
Mhm.
I hope.
And we have good friends who will drive us.
I'm always scared as all hell to go to that place.
I know.
But anyway, I'm going to
It's
go.
not in our town, it's in a different town.
No,
So
it takes an hour to get there and an hour to
we
get
have
back.
friends that drive us.
And
Good prayer warriors.
so I'm going to go there. These are the people who actually saved my life.
I know.
So if they didn't want to drive me there, all they would have had to do was let me die last June.
Yeah, so
But anyway, they
these
chose to
they
save
could
me.
be friends.
So now they're stuck with us. But
I think the
anyway,
word stuck is they're
they
loyal
they are
friends.
they are great people, and I'm
Yes.
glad we got them because we're losing everything else.
Well,
But anyway,
yep.
Nancy's gonna come and do her wonderful thing, and
Well, I don't have too much. I have this one from 60 Days of Prayer. It's 1 Timothy 6:6. Godliness with contentment is great gain. And I saw this other thing where we're just surrounded by all this stuff about Halloween. And this one girl, she took a pumpkin and started with a marker writing all the stuff she's grateful for. So I thought that was a good switch. And we should uh, thank God for all the great stuff He's done for us and enjoy every moment that He provides for us. And we'll be right back, and I'll finish my topic here. And this is the Nancy and Mike Show. We'll be right back.
Author, radio show host, and coach John M. Hawkins reveals strategies to help gain perspective, build confidence, find clarity, achieve goals. John M. Hawkins' new book, Coached to Greatness: Unlock Your Full Potential with Limitless Growth, published by iUniverse. Hawkins reveals strategies to help readers accomplish more. He believes the book can coach them to greatness. Hawkins says that the best athletes get to the top of their sport with the help of coaches, mentors, and others. He shares guidance that helps readers reflect on what motivates them, rediscover and assess their core values, philosophies, and competencies, find settings that allow them to be the most productive, and track their progress towards accomplishing goals. What if there were a super tiny device that could diagnose the brain and is smaller than a single human hair? What if you could see inside the brain to help an epilepsy patient during surgery or to help the fight against Parkinson's disease? Dr. Patricia Broderick is proud to announce the Broderick Probe, a biomedical and electronic breakthrough. Imagine a probe to help with the understanding and potential cure of brain-related diseases. To learn more, listen live to the Easy Sense radio show with host Dr. Broderick. And to help support the Broderick Foundation, please go to EasySense.com and learn how, with your help, we can fight these horrific brain disorders. That's EasySense.com to learn more and help support the Broderick Foundation.
Hi, my name is Mike Zorick.
And this is Nancy Noble. This is the Nancy and Mike show from Florida. And I was just talking about stuff that we should be grateful for. And also, let's say, contentment isn't just having everything you want and finding peace where it's about finding peace where you are. A heart at rest in God's goodness becomes a testimony of God's faithfulness. And when you shift your focus from what's missing to what He's already provided, you'll see God's hand in the ways you notice things that you didn't even notice before. So true joy isn't found in having more, but in trusting God's provision. And it's always enough. So we have this book. Boy, you should see this book. It's all beat up. Had it for many years. And this is about having a marriage that you're on the same page. The first thing is God often corrects us. And Mike and I, we do get some insights about, but why do we tend to ignore corrections? So there's, I wrote them in the margin, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. The first one is stubbornness. Okay. And we all know what that's directly refusing to do what's right. We know it and we don't want to do it. Number 2, the next reason is insensitivity. Well, we're just lacking awareness. Sometimes we all get in some kind of a fog. So we got to pay attention, not giving heed to hearing. What is said just doesn't penetrate us. Sometimes, it happens. We're off in a daydream. And number 3 is indifference. Oh, who cares? So what? Don't bother me with that. Okay, and the 4th one is the final reason is defensiveness. Oh, and I'll tell you, there's so many people that make excuses and they're unwilling or unyielding to obey. It's like, well, doesn't everyone? They make excuses. So identifying where these things might exist can help us to stay on the right track, right, Mike?
Yep.
I tell you, there's a lot of things trying to attack our brains, and we have to be aware. We're going to have to sit quietly and see what God shows us. Be objective, right, Mike? Because it's dangerous out there. We got to put God first. That's the main thing. Where's your first true love? Right, Mike?
Yep.
I'll tell you that one thing Mike told me when we were just friends. You gotta get your priorities right. And he tells me some friends that we know that the priorities are not right. I could see it. So if your priority is to do God's will, sometimes you're going to have to sit quietly, turn off the TV and just sit quietly and listen. And God will show you these little flashes of things that, I did wrong. And don't cringe and go, oh, well, doesn't everybody do that? No. Say, okay, you're right. I was wrong. And it works, huh, Mike? It really works.
Yeah, and it makes me think of something you were talking about this morning.
Oh, good. What?
And I will tell you this. What are you doing?
I'm trying to get your mouth over. You're going more towards the kitchen. You're slanting. Okay.
Oh. But a lot of Christians, they think they're doing God a favor. And they will accept. They're like the people who will have some food and they'll say it tastes like shit, but that's just the way I like it. I'm going to give you an example of this because
Okay.
Christians don't care what you do to them.
Well, some. Come on.
And this
Everybody.
is the subject matter that Nancy brought up this morning
Okay, cool.
about somebody losing her bank.
And only having a computer to deal with instead of a real person at the bank.
Yeah, and how are you supposed to order checks? That's one thing. But that's not the issue. Now, let's say this person was really a godly Christian person.
Mm-hmm.
You know what she'd tell the bank?
What?
I'm going to another bank.
Yeah, I need people.
That's what I need. You want to go? You're going without me.
Yeah,
Now,
everything is directed towards computer, and I want a human being.
so
And I told Mike I'm not going to give the excuse I'm old. No,
everything is
I'm a human being.
we know the computer is God Almighty, and when
For
these
a lot of
people do this stupidity,
I know.
they make sure that it's God Almighty. It tastes like you know what, but that's just the way I love it. It's if I remember there was some movie that Nancy went to see, and it was about uh, this bad woman, and she was bad, and somebody Nancy could correct me here if I'm not correct. Somebody gave her some chocolate pie.
Oh yeah. I know what that was.
And
And the woman that made the pie put some poop in it. And the horrible creature, stuck up creature who ate it, ate it.
yeah, and it was fine. All right. And and if you listen to any of these
Actually, it
Christian
was called The
preachers,
Help.
oh,
Something.
was it? I don't remember what it
Yeah, it
was.
was
Help,
about some black people in this
but
southern town.
I'll never forget it because it's so much of what we're seeing Christians
Yeah,
stooping to
they're
today.
acting when they should draw lines and say, "Hey, no,
Yeah,
come on,
I'm out of here.
what's right
I'm
is right."
there are other banks that are still up. I'm just gonna go to another bank. All right.
The person. When we go to the bank, Mike is so loved. Everyone's excited to see Mike. So, I mean, this is a joy in our life. Why would we reject that to talk to a machine and have the money spit out and whatever?
And how do you order checks?
And when I go to the grocery store, I go to people. They say, well, you can go to this. And nope, I want a person. So
See, they want to fire all the grocery clerks. So they're saying, well, look, you had all these people and nobody chose the grocery clerks.
yeah, and they're standing there idle. Well, and same with these different AI of actors. So they don't want the actors. They can do some computer generated. Looks just like them. We don't need to pay all the SAG and all the dues and all this stuff to get a real person. It's not right. We should want real people. This
And
is
first of all,
yeah.
what do you do with all these people that you fired from their jobs? You know, there's consequences for this crap.
I know it.
And the Christians just stay there and take it. They open their mouth and the stuff goes in. And I love it.
And Mark Levin, I think it was Mark Levin said, if the Christian votes, it would be fine. Everything would be what's right. But what's the matter? They're too lazy, making excuses, or they're not aware.
Well,
All these four things I mentioned, there's always some excuse. Come on, face what you're doing.
we know Jehovah Witnesses don't vote.
Yeah,
And their argument is, and
that
I'm
they're
not
all
against,
crummy. They say they're all crummy, but that's not true. Maybe sometimes in history, but uh, our God should let them know. I know the Amish people voted last
they
time.
never voted before because they didn't want Harris to get in. So they went out and voted. So it helped the country for
Yeah.
them to vote.
So I think you should draw lines and see what's really right. That's what keeps Mike. Mike and I have a saying, it's not who's right, but what is right. That's what we follow. We don't get prideful in arguments and say, hey, I said that first or you said this wrong. We communicate.
Now, if these so called Christians said, okay, if you're going to quit me, I'm going to quit you. I'm going to another bank.
Yeah.
Now, whether you got your machines or not, you don't have any customers. I remember September 23rd, 2018. It's a day I'll never forget in my lifetime. It was a Saturday.
2018. Okay.
Yes,
September
2018.
23rd. What happened?
We flew from Connecticut for the last time.
Oh, that was hard.
And so I wasn't sure if I'd ever be back or what the
Mhm.
situation was, but I was somewhat down. But that's not the issue.
Okay.
How I felt is not the issue. We had extra stuff, we had extra bags, and it was brutal trying to get everything, and we still thought of the possibility that we would move to Connecticut.
Yeah, it's
So that
possible.
hadn't been totally eliminated yet.
Right.
You were flying to Ontario. Now, we flew to Ontario, and our great friend Daniel picked us up, who's no
Oh,
longer with us.
we're going to have a break right now. This is the Nancy and Mike Show. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Are you struggling to care for elderly parents or a spouse? Do you wonder if being a caregiver is making you sick? Are you worried about taking time off work to care for elderly parents and balance work, life, and caregiving? Has caregiving become exhausting and emotionally draining? Are you an aging adult who wants to remain independent but you're not sure how? I'm Pamela D. Wilson. Join me for the Caring Generation radio show for caregivers and aging adults, Wednesday evenings, 6 Pacific, 7 Mountain, 8 Central, and 9 Eastern, where I answer these questions and share tips for managing stress, family relationships, health, well-being, and more. Podcasts and transcripts of the Caring Generation are on my website, PamelaDWilson.com, plus my caregiving library, online caregiver support programs, and programs for corporations interested in supporting working caregivers. Help, hope, and support for caregivers is here on the Caring Generation and PamelaDWilson.com.
Author, radio show host, and coach John M. Hawkins reveals strategies to help gain perspective, build confidence, find clarity, achieve goals. John M. Hawkins' new book, Coached to Greatness, Unlock Your Full Potential with Limitless Growth, published by iUniverse. Hawkins reveals strategies to help readers accomplish more. He believes the book can coach them to greatness. Hawkins says that the best athletes get to the top of their sport with the help of coaches, mentors, and others. He shares guidance that helps readers reflect on what motivates them, rediscover and assess their core values, philosophies, and competencies, find settings that allow them to be the most productive, and track their progress towards accomplishing goals.
Hi, my name is Mike Zorick.
And this is Nancy Noble.
We are coming to you live from YouTube in Florida.
Yep.
And I was talking about that horrible day.
Yeah, when we left Connecticut and Daniel had to pick us up, not in Palm Springs, but Ontario.
And Ontario Airport is about 96 miles from our house. So that gives you an idea of what
a good friend
Daniel was. But Daniel, he would go all over the state of California
to help blind people.
He
is a noble human being.
And I never met anybody like him.
No.
Before or after.
Nope.
And I believe that he died from cirrhosis of the liver, and this guy never drank in his life.
I don't know what happened to him.
And we have another friend who went that way too. His name was an Arab, Khaled. Yeah. And one thing about the Arabs, they're good when it comes to
drinking alcohol. Yeah. Very, very good quality person.
Yes, he was a very good quality guy, and so was Daniel.
Oh.
And
God has given us some really good friends.
I wish we had some of them now.
We have Tom and Diane, so
that's not enough.
No, but they're two good friends.
Yes, it is. Now he's driving us, and we got about 50 miles from the house.
Right.
And said, well, would you like to stop at McDonald's? Well, I love McDonald's.
I know. Me too.
You walk into McDonald's, and you see this damn piece of shit.
Oh, this computer.
Waiting there.
Kiosk or something.
To take our order.
Yeah, so we walked right by that.
And I said to Nancy, I said, if I have to use that piece of shit to take my order, I'm ordering nothing.
I know, but we didn't have to. We got a person.
We didn't have to. But that's besides the point.
And they still have those at McDonald's, but I ignore them.
They ought to take them the hell out.
A lot of people like that kind of stuff, Mike.
They ought to take it the hell out.
And I'm not saying it's just because I'm old. I like people.
Supposing you order your food, what's the probability they're going to get your food right?
I know. If you eat like what everybody else, but you always have to have it different and well done, no tartar sauce.
Well, when I have fish, I don't want tartar sauce.
I know. And you want it cooked extra.
Yeah. So if I was to be stupid enough to try to do that,
No.
what would I get?
I know.
I'd get it drowning in tartar sauce.
Oh, I went to another place and they wanted me to go through the machine when the girl's right there.
Oh, I know. I remember
So
that.
I didn't go back there again. I said, well, how can I do it with two people? She said, well, if you drive through, then you can talk to a person. So I forget it. I never went back.
Was that Steak and Shake?
Yep.
There's nothing for me at Steak and
Yeah, I
Shake.
know. Maybe French fries.
Yeah, maybe French fries. But
Well, we're
every
almost done with this show.
every
Is there any
place
kind of
is
sports you
going
want
to
to
be like that.
talk about sports before we go? Any
Well,
football or anything?
yeah, my New England Patriots are in first place. They're playing Cleveland this week, and they're 5-2. Buffalo's 4-2. It
That's
doesn't
good.
mean anything because
Yeah, that's good though.
they're even in the loss column. Now, let me tell you, and I don't think I'm going to have time
Okay,
to
what?
talk about this. Basketball and hockey,
Uh
I'm skipping.
huh. I know. Hockey, your team is not doing good.
What are they, 3-7 now? They won their first 3 games.
I thought they looked good and
What
then
happened
boom.
to them?
Maybe somebody got hurt. I don't know. We don't listen to any hockey network things.
Basketball gets slacked by bad teams.
Oh.
Who the hell wants to watch that garbage? And I remember the commissioner of basketball.
Uh-huh.
He said, well, we don't want Boston or Philadelphia up there.
Those are your two favorite teams.
And we want teams that haven't been there for a while.
So he's going to manipulate
So he
everything.
manipulates it so that Oklahoma City isn't good enough to shine Boston's shoes
Yeah.
in the 60s. Now remember, I came up in the 60s.
Right. Me too.
Now, if you came up in the 60s and you're watching basketball, you're watching the greatest basketball
Amazing.
that there ever was.
Beauty.
And this guy is saying, well, we want to change it. We want to
We
make
don't
it
want
worse.
the cream of the crop.
We don't want the cream of the crop watching. So if we don't want the cream of the crop watching, I'll go away from it. I don't need it. I got college basketball. I know it's hard for me now because I don't have anything to watch, but it is what it is, and I'll get through it.
Well, we're wrapping up the show, and Mike is getting better. Yay. And I really appreciate you guys listening to us. So, this has been the Nancy and Mike Show. Take care, guys.
This has been the Nancy and Mike Show. Tune in each week and become part of the conversation of the amazing journey of Nancy and Mike.